as I said, I have to keep talking about what happens with the minorities of Pakistan. I am no fan of religions, but I am fan of people and their human rights. And people like Hindus and Christians and Ahmadis and obviously atheists of Pakistan, I feel for them. And there's hardly a week that goes by when something doesn't happen to the minorities of Pakistan. One such incident just happened this week. A mob, not a mob, a couple of people broke into the homes of Hindu residents and destroyed their statues kept in their homes. This all happened as they were busy celebrating Shri Krishna Janam Shatami, which means I think they're probably celebrating his birthday. Happy birthday, Krishna.
Yeah, I think so.
That doesn't look very happy though. Unfortunately, but so that idol was destroyed, and there are no charges, to the best of my knowledge. No charges have been laid. None of the culprits have been arrested, and it's business as usual. Just another day in Pakistan. And I imagine if someone had done anything to the Quran, or even to something that is just written in Arabic. There are people in Pakistan who have.
You think Arabic is sacred if it's
No, but they don't even know what
it says.
Like what it says. So like it could literally say toilet.
Yeah, but it's written in Arabic script.
Because it's written in Arabic, like, we gotta kiss it. Oh yeah, and then it falls down. And if someone throws it away, they start beating them up. Hey, why do you throw Arabic? I remember I had this friend at school, and he was I was like, I don't know what happened. Something like that. I was like, oh, that's so stupid. I was just making fun of a word, that's Arabic word that just sounded like some like a swear word or something. Because the word "lan" is very common in Arabic. I don't know what it means. So I was just talking about it, and those Pakistani and Indians, you naughty boys, you know what I'm talking about. So that basically means penis. So I was with my friend, and I was like, oh, well, look at this one, you know, like kids do. I was like, oh, stupid. Oh, it's his lan. So a couple of my friends, they got really angry. They're like, hey, man, this is Arabic. But I was like, yeah, but we say that word in Urdu as well. So what if I'm referring to the word in Urdu, not the one in Arabic?
Yeah.
So, but that's what religion does. Like it just literally kills your brain cells.
Yeah, and you know what's really interesting? Sorry, when my parents were in Egypt once, they went to a Christian wedding, like an Orthodox Christian wedding. But so they were reciting the Bible in Arabic, and they came back and they were like, it sounded just like the Quran. And it could have had that impact as if it was, you know, if you had that connection to it. But the Bible said in Arabic sounds so similar. It's so weird just because when the language takes over, it already holds this extra level of significance.
Yeah. And so anyway, that is how seriously they take their religion. But this is how they take other people's religions. Nothing happened, no blasphemy law registered.
They must be so proud, the culprits of this, though, because they probably in their minds think they've fully reenacted what the Prophet did in the Kaaba when he destroyed the 360 idols. They probably thought this was like a miniature version of that, and they've just, you know, it's very calculated and.
Yeah, well, this is literally living by the example of the Prophet. That's what he did. That's what he ordered other people of his time, his Sahabas, to do, and they proudly boasted about it. They proudly did it. So yeah,
I think in Pakistan it's extra. Like we give even more credence to, if you're a Muslim, the thought of a statue or an idol or worshipping to something like that, it puts so much like hatred and disgust in you almost. Because I have some like Pakistani family members, they can barely even watch it on TV. You know, they'll be like, turn this over. Like this is. Like, what are they doing praying to idols? Because I think the way the Quran as well talks about like Christians and Jews, like believers, but then also polytheists are so like hammered down against. They're the worst. They're the scum of the earth. And they all are, but they're all to different extents, right? But there's a certain hatred, maybe in Pakistan as well, because they're so that's our next door. That's our country next door. We have minorities within it. We don't really interact. We have Christian and Jewish minorities, but in the sense that where we can direct our hatred, Hinduism is right there.
Polytheists are the worst of the worst. Is chapter 98 or something?
Yeah, because that's
Quran
shirk,
literally.
right? You're associating something else with God, first of all. At least the Christians and Jews, according to Islam, were more monotheistic. Well, the Christians deviated, but yeah, the Hindus, polytheists, are the worst.
Yeah, but as it's a good point that you brought it up, and I think I have the hadith ready with me as well because I've shared that before. That this is the direct result of following Islam. So people in Pakistan get surprised. They're like, "What? Islam is a religion of peace. Why would this is bad? No, we shouldn't do that. We should respect other people's religion." Have a look at what the Prophet did. The Prophet entered Mecca, and at the time there were 360 idols around the Kaaba. He started stabbing the idols with a stick he had in his hand and reciting, "Truth, Islam has come," and falsehood like a crazy man. Sahih Bukhari 247. Look at this other one. There was a house called Dhul Khalasa in the pre-Islamic. So with this one, they give a defense. Oh well, it's only Mecca, right? It's only because that's the home of Islam. And so that's why it was okay to do there, but we shouldn't do it here in Pakistan or India. We shouldn't do that here. So, okay, have a look at this one. There was a house called Dul Khalasa in the pre-Islamic period, and it was called Al Kaaba Al Yamaniya. So it was in where
Yemen?
present day Yemen is. It was. So there were so many Kaabas around as well. There was a Kaaba in Yemen. There was a Kaaba in Mecca. So anyway, so this is why a lot of it gives rise to conspiracy theories that which Kaaba was the real Kaaba. So anyway, so Allah's messenger said to me, to Jarir bin Abdullah, he said, "Will you relieve me?" Excuse me? What kind of relieving does he want? Anyway, no, the other kind of relieving. He said, "Will you relieve me from Dhul Khalasa?" So I left for it with 150 cavalrymen from the tribe of Amas, and then we destroyed it and killed whoever we found there. So not only did they go there to a place that doesn't belong to them in Yemen, Islam hasn't gone there. They got 150 cavalrymen, went there, destroyed all the idols. Not only that, but also killed them.
Yeah.
So these Pakistanis actually not fully following Islam because they actually just destroyed the idol, but they didn't kill the
They did
Hindus.
Islam light. Yeah.
Yeah, they did the Islam light. That's correct.
Like
So
that,
that's
yeah.
where. So guys, my fellow Muslims, this is what your Islam is. Your religion teaches you to destroy, vandalize, disrespect other religions, and then in the process, just follow in the footsteps of your
And
prophet.
those idols were sacred, right? Like these idols were
Yeah,
sacred to the Pakistani Hindus. Those idols were sacred to even the Prophet's father and
yeah.
everyone before them. That was, excuse me, that was him going against his own ilk, if you will. So us speaking about Islam is literally the same thing the Prophet did.
Yeah, and it says so anyway, so he destroyed it and killed whoever we found there. Then we came to the Prophet and informed him about it. He invoked good upon us and upon the tribe of Amas, all the murderers. So that's what Islam is.
Glorifying killing. Great. Yeah. Religion of peace.
Pieces. Okay. To help me produce more videos like these, support me on Patreon or PayPal.